Tomorrow we celebrate our 40th National Day. Here now is the National Day message by our Prime Minister, Mr. Hsien Loong. The National Day message is subtitled for the benefit of the hearing impaired.
Good evening. On the 9th of August, 1965, Singapore became an independent and sovereign nation. Suddenly, we were on our own, with no natural resources to exploit, no hinterland to fall back upon, and no army to defend ourselves. But we were determined to survive and started building a nation from scratch. We worked hard to improve our lives and create a future for our children. Today, we have every reason to rejoice. In 40 years, we have succeeded beyond all expectations. Our economy has developed and prospered. After each downturn, we have bounced back to create more jobs and a better life for all. Our society is harmonious and cohesive. We have built mutual trust between different communities and drawn all Singaporeans closer to one another. We are attracting investments and talent from around the world to live in a safe, clean, and dynamic city. The SAF and our home team are strong and tested. Because of them, we can sleep peacefully at night. We are deepening our sense of shared destiny and maturing as a nation. Despite many years of peace, we must remain vigilant against threats to our security. The bombings in London and in Egypt remind us that the war on terror continues, and despite the tightest precautions, the terrorists sometimes get through. We must be psychologically prepared for this, so that if they ever strike here, we will be resolute and indomitable, refusing to be cowed by the terrorists and staying one united people. This year, our economy continues to grow steadily. Growth in the first half was 4.0%. For the whole year, we can expect growth to be between 3.5% and 4.5%. We added 45,500 jobs in the first half, many more than in the same period last year. This has made it easier for displaced workers to find new jobs. Our efforts to redesign and recreate jobs for older, less skilled workers have also helped. Looking ahead, we face a totally different world. China and India are emerging as strong and competitive economies. Globalization is intensifying competition and speeding up the pace of change. Faced with these common challenges, the countries of ASEAN are working more closely together. We will form an ASEAN community by 2020. In fact, today, August the 8th, is ASEAN Day. Together with our ASEAN partners, we will raise awareness of ASEAN among our citizens. Greater ASEAN integration will help us to tackle these challenges and seize the opportunities before us. Singapore's strong fundamentals enable us to face the future with confidence. Our main priority is to grow and upgrade the economy. We need to develop new skills and capabilities, open new markets abroad, bring in investments and seed new areas of growth. We did not start off as a financial center, an electronics manufacturing base, or an air and sea hub, but we made ourselves all these. We cannot stop here. We must continue to reinvent ourselves and build new competencies, as we are doing in biotechnology and multimedia. We must also continue growing our external wing and seek opportunities in ASEAN China, India, and the Middle East. Then we will create new jobs and more than make up for the old jobs that are phasing out. To achieve all these, we must equip ourselves with the right skills and attitudes to thrive in the face of uncertainty and change. Hence our emphasis on a first-class education system. Every Singaporean, and not just a select few, must receive the best education that he is capable of. So we are investing heavily in polytechnics and ITEs, and not just in universities. We are paying attention to normal stream students, and not just those in the express and special streams. We are emphasizing lifelong learning, and not just pre-employment education. We also need to remake our city so that it is vibrant, cosmopolitan, and throbbing with energy, with our own distinctive X factor that makes us stand out from other cities. Global cities like London, Paris, New York, and Shanghai are continuously remaking themselves, so all the more must we. This is the deeper reason, beyond attracting tourists, why we are developing integrated resorts. Last month, the International Olympic Committee met in Singapore to choose the city for the 2012 Olympic Games. Eventually, London won. For a few days, under the international spotlight, Singapore played the gracious host. We did well, and must do even better on future occasions. For example, next year, when the IMF and World Bank hold their meetings here. This is part of our transformation into a leading city, a first-class environment for talent and enterprise, and a home for Singaporeans of all races and faiths. Economic growth is the best social welfare program. Prosperity provides us the resources to tackle many difficult challenges. One challenge is the widening income gap. We cannot reverse this worldwide trend, but we can help lower-income Singaporeans to keep up and find new opportunities. We are training them in useful skills, redesigning their jobs to pay better, educating their children well, and helping them with their utilities and transport bills. And we have the ComCare Fund, which helps the needy to get back quickly on their feet again. A second challenge is our aging population. Singaporeans must keep active, stay healthy, and work for as long as possible, so that as they age, they can enjoy financial security, afford good medical care, and live more fulfilling lives. Senior citizens are valued members of our society, and we must tap their collective experience and wisdom. Third, we must continue to look after the health of all Singaporeans, young and old. I know many of you worry about your medical expenses, but our healthcare system delivers a high standard of care for all. We will strive to make healthcare services more affordable for all income groups. But you must do your part too, to look after yourself and keep fit and healthy, because staying well is the best way to keep medical costs down. These are hard issues with no quick and easy solutions, but we will learn from the experience of other countries and avoid their mistakes. And I believe that we can manage these challenges. Looking ahead, the signs are favorable. Asia is prospering, and our neighbors in ASEAN are doing well. We are doing the right things, investing in our people and gearing up to live in a different world. I expect the next 5 years to be better than the last 5. Therefore, I'm confident that working together, we will make Singapore grow and prosper beyond what we have today. On this 40th anniversary of our independence, I wish all Singaporeans a happy National Day. Let us dedicate ourselves anew as one united people to securing this bright and enduring future for Singapore. Good night.
You've just heard the National Day message by our Prime Minister, Mr. Hsien Loong. There'll be a repeat telecast tomorrow at 12 noon and 5 p.m. on Channel 5. The message is also available on our Channel News Asia website at the following address.
This has been a production of MediaCorp News.